All right. We are here for episode 82 of the Talking Shit podcast, both on the Dr. Evil Genius channel. So, all you people out there in DEG, I know it's been a while. I'm back, but I really wanted to bring this to both platforms, both TSP and the Dr. Evil Genius channel, to talk to my guy Paul about something that has been going on that I thought broke the internet, but apparently. He is an upstanding, well-to-do white man that doesn't know what's going on in these black YouTube streets.
Nah, man, I'm usually a little bit more, plugged into these streets. But when you set this over, and then just going through it, it's been an interesting time to be alive.
Yo, guys, I mean, if this might be one of those shows because I think I caught Cap in a particular mood, and I'm afraid that we may have to rip this stream down and put it on Patreon by the time it's done. But hopefully we can, cooler heads can prevail. But yeah, Cap, I looked at this this particular situation, and I've seen a lot of responses to this particular situation. This woman who is an African immigrant. She gets online and looking like a character from, Star Trek or from the Twilight Zone.
Bro, she looks like one of those characters that got, like, beat up in Boondocks. Like, I don't know if you ever watched that animated series. Like, it was it was kind of comical, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, she's, looking lumpy, and... she's making the claim that a man asked for her phone number. She politely declined, and then he just, picked up a brick and went upside the head. Now, I just want to take the claim. I just want to take before we get any deeper into this, right? I just want to go into the claim itself, right? This is a platform where, here on TSP, we make it very clear that we do not condone violence against anybody.
No.
Okay?
No.
Like, I know that people want to be like, oh, violence against women. No. We don't condone violence against anybody, right? So when you hear that, a man is getting rejected and then resorts to violence, what's the first thing you think of, Kev?
Well, I mean, admittedly for me, it's being sad, but I don't know exactly where you're going with that. But I think just kind of some man dealing with some anger issues, generally. Right.
Well, I'll go a little bit further than that and say that is definitely a dude that should take several bricks in the face.
Like what he should get? Yeah.
Men in general, we deal with rejection, hundreds of times a year. I mean, Absolutely. There are guys out there who are not pursuing women at all and are still getting rejected.
Yeah.
When they're not even pursuing, right? So, wow, that mustache is very strong.
Yeah, it's very strong. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So, I think that the stereotype is that men cannot handle rejection when we handle rejection, multiple times a week. And again, there have been situations where, I'll go to try to say, hey, miss, you dropped something. Or like a couple of weeks ago, I went to thank this woman for actually doing her part to keep our gym clean. And she responded like I was going to assault her in front of everybody. Right? So even when you're not interested, they're trying to reject you. Right? This is something that we know as men. Right?
Yeah, I mean, pretty much. Yeah, I think like rejection is something you learned very early on. Like I've gotten my heart Hindenburged a few times when I was younger. So I think I mean, men overall can usually deal with rejection pretty well. Now, mind you, there are some dudes that go a little bit off the rails, but I think that's far less percentage based than what people would actually consider to be the truth.
Right.
But this the situation, man, is. You go into it because you're the one who made me discover this cancer.
Well, yeah. So In this situation, this woman claims that, she just rejected a guy's advance and he just picked up a brick and went upside the head. And so when you're looking at it from just the perspective, if you're just taking her word as gospel, it's just messed up and it's wrong. And, we don't condone that here on TSP. But we also know that most men are not engaging in this kind of behavior. We know that most men just take the rejection and keep it moving because that's what we do, right? Okay. So, this woman, she, goes, she's out there in the street. She did not call the police originally. After taking the brick off the face, the first thing she did was grab her phone and get on social media. And what she did was she, basically put the camera on her face, showed how lumpy it was, and then panned around so that you can see all of the black men just kind of standing around in the vicinity, and just kind of, looking at her looking stupid.
Come on, Black Kings. Come on.
Exactly. Yeah, but that was basically the rhetoric there was like, what happened to men being men. Okay?
Well, you wanna show a little bit of that footage?
Yeah. Let's get into it because I really do take exception to the narrative that this woman is trying to put out there.
In my face with a brick, and all these black men just watch, and they don't give a. This man hit me. He grabbed a rock and it hit me in my face.
Yo, look.
And all y'all just fucking watch. Y'all see that shit?
Yo, holy shit, bro! Like, yo, she's got a football helmet on that side, earmuff or something, bro. It's like that's crazy. Look at that.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about CTE before, Cap. That's definitely going to protect her.
Yeah, she's definitely suffering from CTE. That's crazy.
What y'all do? I want y'all to be a man. I want y'all to be.
Wait, hold on, Cap. Okay, so here's the thing, right? And back in the days, I don't even want to get into her history just yet, right? I just kind of want to go directly into what this woman just said about being a man. Okay. Do you remember when we did a video, and Louis Rossman covered this extensively on his channel too before he moved away from New York City? A woman goes into a grocery store here in New York City. She steals some product and she gets caught. She threatens the guy behind the counter for catching her stealing the product. Right? Yeah. And then she comes back with her doofy ass, simp ass, bitch ass, right? Okay?
Yeah.
And he goes up, now the guy is 37 years old, walks up on a guy who's over age 60.
Yeah.
Goes behind the counter like he's about to do something and catches a Commando Pro lunge in the chest. Yo, that old ass man took him back to Modern Warfare 2, son.
Bro, he's like, dude, these blades only just started shanking him. I'm like,
he went these knives only. He went only use me blade. Damn, you just combined two different knifing Call of Duty YouTubers
to form the ultimate stabber.
Only use me blade and these knives only, and you go only. He said these blades only. How did you do that, Cap?
I don't know, man, because before the fall down for Blade, but it's kind of crazy to me that these situations that women can put men in, and then they want men to kind of save them. Right. And in that case with the bodega, now mind you, I think that worker definitely did some work, if you know what I mean, before, because he was pretty good at that. Yeah, he was pretty good at that. But I think, the expectation that these women can do, not ruining the story, get a little crazy, and then they want men to come save them, right?
But even in a situation where the woman is not acting crazy, there have been situations where, a guy will go to intervene on behalf of a woman. And then when he goes to save that woman, the woman joins in with the guy that was attacking her on attacking the guy trying to save her.
Yeah, I mean,
how many times have we seen that, Cap?
Pretty crazy. I mean, yeah. I mean, it's just it's fucking weird behavior. It's unhinged. It's just like
I want y'all to be a man.
what you think of
Wait.
Let a man.
Yeah,
Now,
that's
so the
a-
thing is,
hey,
you know,
man.
we live in a society that talks about, and this is the thing that really kills me, Cap, which is why one of the reasons I wanted to go live on this, right?
Yeah.
Cap, please help me make sense of this, right? We're being told in society that we are evil by nature, right? We got the toxic masculinity, right?
Yeah.
We're these horrible people, right? But
Right.
then when something hits the fan, they have an expectation that we are going to throw our lives in the landfill, in the dumpster, in the wood chipper. They have the expectation. So wait, I'm evil and disgusting and horrible, but you still expect me to throw my life away for yours.
You know, like I
Make
say
that make sense, Cap.
This is how it makes
I
sense.
want y'all to be a man. I want y'all to be a man.
That's how it works. It's
Wait,
watching
wait,
you,
wait.
man.
And again, and the thing is, we'll get into this a little bit, but she doesn't like men of any race. She doesn't like men.
Well, she particularly doesn't like a
So
certain race.
when a
but
man
yeah.
is being a man, like trying to, try to catch some clapping, some applause in them butt cheeks. When a dude wants to clap and he wants to be a man, try to run up in your guts. You don't want him to be a man then, right? When a guy is going out there and working hard, you want his job, you want his paycheck. You don't want him to be a man then. But when it comes to a situation where you are in danger, you all of a sudden want the masculinity to kick in on your terms, but only when you say so.
So this is the thing, and this is where it kind of comes for me with a lot of like this topic overall when it comes to, let's just say, this type of woman, right? She wants all the positivity of masculine energy, right? But only on her terms, right? She doesn't want you like hitting her up like crazy, but she wants you to defend her like when shit gets too real. Because to be real honest, man, like a woman being in a certain physical conversation, like a lot of them don't like that. I don't know. For me, there's a type of woman, like she would sound fire on a DMX track just barking. Like absolute fire. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like,
Now she can go verse for verse with Jadakiss.
Yo, she got verse for verse. But like, bro, just like her
I
barking
want y'all to be a man.
with that voice, oh, it'd be
Yo,
fire.
no. We need to get her on the track with Jadakiss. Raspy
Jadakiss.
1 and Raspy 2. You know what I'm saying?
Yo.
He's Lil Raspy and she's Tiny Raspy.
Oh my God. This is unhinged.
Man hit me in my face. Call y'all niggas. Have I ever done to anybody in my life?
Hold that, Cap. So now we're gonna get into
shit.
the meat and the potatoes. She says she's never done anything in her life to anybody, right? But there's footage of her walking up to a random white man and slapping him in his face, and then walks off and starts shaking her cheeks, like she just found a cure for cancer.
Listen, and speaking of cancer, right? And this is the type of person that we're dealing with here, right? I'm sorry. Look at this shit.
Oh my God.
Y'all want me to be racist?
Now,
so
guys,
bad?
I didn't find this. Cat
Man,
found this.
I'm not a bigot like you and your ancestors. In fact, I'm a courageous, brave,
Courageous?
black woman,
Oh, I-
outspoken like my ancestor.
I just want to kill myself. Like, I can say that. Like, this is
And by
ridiculous.
definition,
Hey, yo,
I
can
can't
somebody
be
go
racist
find that
because I don't
brick
have
and hit
any
me with it?
structures or systems
Yeah.
that uphold or help me or support me to do and carry on racist acts. So, for example, if I have an employer, a landlord, a neighbor, or even just a random Karen walking down the street, they can, if they don't like black people, they can affect my safetyness in that moment. Or
What is safetyness?
I would,
What is that?
Well, the public school system is failing.
my livelihood in general. But me,
But we
I
don't know
like
when she
white
got
people.
to this country,
The
so
only thing I can do is
Yeah.
talk shit.
we don't know how much of the school system
So,
she was
Again,
exposed to.
I don't hate white people. I hate whiteness.
What? She don't hate white people.
What is whiteness?
Define that. Like, is it because I like mayo, bitch? Like,
you know what it is?
Like, what is whiteness?
You guys never want to get on the post, man. You guys always want to stand out by the 3-point line.
Oh, bro,
and shoot jump shots.
Bro, listen, like we know our strengths and our weaknesses. We are undefeated shooters, right? In all aspects of life. So we're gonna stay and get my range. Like, yo, like I've always said, bro, you got the streets, we got the schools. Like it's a beautiful but no, like it's just
hashtag sharpshooters.
But this is just like
when I'm done dismantling whiteness, white people will still be here. You're gonna be okay. I know equality scares the shit out of you, but you're gonna be alright.
Wait. So, wait a minute. She said the word equality, man. I got a problem with that. I got a problem with that, Cap. You just got a dose of equality, and you didn't like it when you got that. You didn't like it when the equality looked that way, right?
It's just, to me, this is a person that is kind of like that protagonist syndrome where like she thinks the world revolves around herself and that, oh, well, like when I do this, like shut the fuck up. Like I legitimately, and this is why I'm just gonna say the fucking quiet part out loud. This is why a lot of white people hate black people. I'm just being honest. I'm not condoning it. But like with people like this, grifters on both sides, the racial tension will never go away. When you have white people being really fucking stupid, doing a lot of racist shit, and then you have black people doing a lot of stupid racist shit, we're never going to come together. And then both talk about equality, but your actions don't coincide with that, in my opinion.
I will say this too. Most black people are not like her, right? But here's the problem.
But I can say the most white people aren't like
yeah, that's true too.
But the racial tensions.
But here's the thing, right? You know, one of the things I've done, put it like this too, right? You know, white people are around 55% of the population in this country. And black people are around 12%. So even if most white people are not racist, there is still a comparable amount of white people to the total amount of black people in the country. We're still pretty much at a numerical disadvantage when it comes to you know, dealing with, you know, everyday people in some parts of the country. But then you got to add in, you know, there are people who are already at the top of a lot of the systems. And chances are they're not going to be black people at the head of the bank. They're not going to be black people at the head of the corporation. Chances are.
But the chance, let's be honest though, we've seen it within the last couple decades, a systematic change, like a whole a huge change where you're seeing more black CEOs, more black presidents, more black vice presidents.
Right.
So like for me, when you use that systematic argument, I think in some degrees I can understand where you're coming from, and on percentage base, if you're going to go just pure numbers, I get where you're coming from.
Yeah.
But I'll be honest.
I'm just talking about impact.
But I'll say this, like I've met a lot of racist black people, and this is because I grew up with a lot of good black friends, and it's just like, yo, like it's just people want to have this discussion that. And this is what she likes to say in these videos. Went through. We're not gonna go all through it because I feel like a tumor is growing in my brain. Yeah. But she's one of these people that doesn't believe black people can be racist. I think that's just not true.
You know, we don't play that around.
We don't play that shit.
Yeah, we don't play that shit here.
But
you know, yeah. So what I see.
Oh shit.
You know, so what I see, you know, with the type of chick like this, right? And one of the things that really bothers me about, if you could put back the other one, because I want people to continue to see the. I just want people to continue to see the caption above her head, right? You know, here's the problem, Cap, and this is why I brought up the scale, okay? Why I brought up the percentages of, you know, 55% of the population versus 12, right? You know, most white people are not racist, and I know this for a fact. Or if they are racist, their racial bias is of the benevolent sort, where sometimes it would give black people more than the benefit of the doubt that they deserve in certain cases. But here's the problem, man. We black people understand that we are outnumbered, like pure numbers, outnumbered in total population to the white racists in this country. So the problem is that every single time we try to make strides so that we can shed some of these bad stereotypes, it only takes one person like this woman right here, that you see right here. It only takes one person like her for the people who are racist in the country to say, see, this is why it's okay to do these things to black people. This is why it's okay to treat these people like this. And I'm fine being racially biased because, look, I got this one example right here. When most of the people that they come across are nothing like her. We just had that shooter in Florida, right, Cap?
Yeah.
And he had to drive away from his neighborhood in Jacksonville, Florida. He had to go drive to where the black people were so that he could express his hatred.
These type of people, though, I would say are far more prevalent than even you'd probably want to agree with, because I think that, and I'm like I said, I'm not co-signing any fucking wild idiots that go do hate crimes. I think those people should be just thrown into the jail, just taken out back and shot, in my opinion. There's no worth there. But the problem is, but these people that are on social media, and yeah, it's for likes, maybe it's for views. There's quite a few of these people that actually say this shit publicly. And it's like, I mean, it doesn't really help with racial tension. She's talking about equality, but her actions within itself are going far against what she's trying to say she's about. That's all I'm saying, right? Like, if you say about equality, then you wouldn't be saying half this shit.
And here's the thing, right? I don't think that we have the footage, right? But the young man that was a witness to the bricking, the brickening.
I do have the footage.
There is a footage of her slapping a white guy in his face for no reason. Like, for literally no reason.
Let me play here.
How is this okay? This is
Let's let it roll.
to women?
Wait. Hold on. No. This is not what we are doing to women. That's what that dude with the brick did to you. Because most women that I know are not catching bricks off the face. Most women I know are not catching bricks. Okay.
And usually the bricks they're catching is cocaine, but we'll keep going. We'll keep pushing.
Cocaine bear?
Yeah, but I like...
No. Like, most guys I know are not picking up bricks and hitting women with them. Most guys I know. So this is what y'all are doing. No. We didn't do shit. And most of the women didn't catch a brick off the face. No, that's a you problem.
That's another type of anger problem, dude. Just imagine just grabbing a brick, like you're just that fed up, being like, fuck this shit.
Hey, yo.
That's great. Oh, you're calling me.
No, that my bad. Just grabbed the phone.
I was like, yo, we're here live.
We're live, yo. We don't do the show on the phone.
so let's go into the witness right here about who was there. Let's let this play. Let's let this rock.
One of the guys who was there that did not help her when she was getting hit with the brick, right? I feel like people need to know the whole story before they start commenting and saying things they don't understand or they don't know. You guys don't even remember who you guys are trying to defend, who you guys are trying to speak up for. The same woman that was going around smacking white people in the streets, she's not innocent. She was actually taunting the guy to hit her.
Exactly.
How would I go defend somebody that's actually looking for trouble? This woman, she is literally a troublemaker. Everybody that knows her in our community knows she's a troublemaker. I'm not going to risk my life over somebody that's actually out there looking for trouble. If you go on social media, online, you're going to see some of her antic videos, taunting people, looking for a reaction. What she got, what she been looking for, and you guys are giving her the attention that she was actually seeking for. I don't regret not standing up for her. If you look at some of the videos, I was there. I don't regret nothing whatsoever. I don't regret standing up for her. I'm not saying she deserved it. I'm not saying that any men have a right to hit a woman, especially with a brick. Nobody deserves that. By the end of the day, there's more to the story. She's not as innocent as she's trying to portray herself to be. She wants attention. She's an attention-seeker woman. She's trying to go viral, and you guys have given her what she wanted. Yes, she did get hit by a brick. Yes, I saw it. Yes, I was.
I'm sorry, the way he said that.
And if that shit happened again in the same circumstances, I will watch.
Pause. So Manny has a really good question here, right?
Yeah.
If you're causing mishaps, you cannot dictate the punishment. I'm going to substitute the word punishment for reaction or response, right? Because I don't think that, yelling in a guy's face deserves catching a brick. I don't believe that, right? So I know that, it kind of seems like I'm making light of it. Not really, because there's a different point that I'm trying to make here. But we know that if there was a man that was standing there taunting that man and caught a brick, would anybody care? They would say, yo, why would you? They would say to that guy, well, you got up in his face, you got to take what he gave out, and they don't feel sorry for him. They don't say, well, nobody deserves to catch a brick for running their mouth. Nobody says that when a man is the one catching the brick, right? No. But we have this thing where we just think that, well, a woman can basically go out there and do anything that she wants, and then everybody's supposed to just go out there and, you know, lay their proverbial jacket over the puddle.
Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest problem, right, is like there's also reports that she was the one who physically attacked that guy with the brick first. Apparently, we can't. There's no video of that.
I hadn't heard that.
There's some. I don't know if it's true or not, but
Right.
let's just say it was just verbal. I'm not saying to go like old school, like fucking Fred Flintstone and just start throwing bricks at people. But I do believe that if you're gonna get someone's face,
Yabba-do time off the side of her head, so
yo, yabba dabba doo, boom. But I think what it kind of comes down to it is you don't know how that person's mental state is at that point. Like when you're testing somebody that you don't know, right? Like that woman did with that man. Like, you don't know how bad of a day he had. Maybe someone he knows like going through some shit. Maybe he's just mentally depressed, angry. Maybe he's going. You don't know him, so you don't know how he's gonna react. So that's why you gotta always treat people how you want to be treated. Right?
Yeah. And you know, it's really great that you put it that way, Cap, because, and we want to make it really, really, really painfully clear. Her catching the brick off the dome is unacceptable.
Absolutely.
However, good people do bad things every day, and bad people do bad things 3 times a day. True. So, if you're a person that's out there in the street and knowing that not everybody is a perfect person doing good all day, every day, and that's the only thing they do, then you have to kind of guard against the possibility that something bad can happen to you. I'm not going to go out there in the streets riding in my convertible through in the poorest neighborhoods with the most gang activity and drive at 3 miles an hour. I'm not going to do that.
No. That's not
now, do I
move.
have the right to do that? Do I have the right to drive as slow as I want through any neighborhood? Yeah. I should not be attacked for it. However, I do know when I go into a situation where I have a little bit in a place where people don't have that much, I know that it could draw an unfair, outsized reaction of violence towards me simply because I exist with a little bit of something within their eye shot.
Absolutely.
Does that mean that I deserve to get robbed? No. If I'm wearing $300,000 worth of chains and I'm hanging out on the stoop and somebody come out and snatch my chain, is it cool that happened to me? No. But you're going to call me a fucking dumbass, aren't you?
Absolutely.
Why?
Because you were in you put yourself in a situation that wasn't going to be conducive to a positive resolution, right? So like you go into a rough area and you're like, you have a bunch of that's like when you see these rappers, right, flashing all these chains and shit in like the ghetto. It's like, bro, like why would you go there? Like we saw one case where one was murdered for that shit. Now I think that's stupid, right? Getting murdered over material goods, like just rob the dude if you really want the shit, right? Don't need to go to that next level. But for me, there are consequences to your action, and while I don't think it was, a 1-for-1, right, with a brick to a face, but you don't know how that person's feeling that day. I mean, you just don't. So, and this guy right here, I mean, I'll keep let it rock.
Oh, by the way, the positive resolution is for the guy that snatched the chain. He got a positive resolution.
That's true.
I don't condone that type of behavior, but once again, she's not as innocent as she portrays herself to be. I literally, I remember a while back, she's posting videos going around in public, literally smacking old white people in the face. For what? And now you get hit by a brick, and now you want to cry wolf? I don't care. You want to show
I don't care.
Don't buy and watch. Don't. Oh, man. That whole situation got me upset.
I mean, if you're out there smacking older people, like, across the face because they're white or whatever, like, and just kind of looking at this woman's shit, I'm be real, like.
And remember, she said that she doesn't care. She doesn't have a problem with people being white. She has a problem with whiteness. But what did she do? She walked up to a random person, doesn't know his politics, doesn't know his stance on social issues, walking up to this guy and slapping him in his face. And I saw that footage.
I wish you had it because you could show it, but it's just like...
Yeah, but then, I would get cancer from having possession.
I mean, that's true. Footage. I mean, but like, what I'm looking at a situation from a goofy chick like this is that, she's gonna cry wolf. I think that's actually the perfect way to put it, right? Like she's gonna like, oh well, wolf is here, and then like when shit actually happens, when shit goes south, like, oh well, fuck, like no one's getting your back. Well, I mean, if you're gonna be a douchebag and just constantly terrorize the community, 'cause remind you, he said in that video, people in that community know her as someone that's over the top, harasses, and just no one likes her. So I mean.
And notice
Let's
how
be
he,
real.
notice the language he used too. He said she's not as innocent as she's purporting herself to be, right? So he's making it very clear, you know, he didn't see anything that necessitated a bricking.
Right.
But she's trying to, you know, put herself out there. You know, she's sitting there on the what was it, the city MD, you know, the table, you know, the emergency.
Yeah, the
you know,
room, yeah.
Yeah. And she's sitting on a table saying that she's never done anything. She always stands up for everybody. But the only thing you have to do is just look at a couple of her social media posts to debunk all of that.
Well,
And why should anybody give a fuck about what's going on with you and what happened to you when you talk the way that you talk and you're really, really quick to get into men's faces thinking that nothing's going to happen to you?
The most peculiar thing out of all this, though, right, is she felt like, and mind you, she probably still could press charges. It is weird she didn't press charges, though.
Yeah, she claims that he hurried up and hopped in a car and drove away. So she couldn't find him. She, you know.
Okay, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, like, let's be real. Like, I think that's a bunch of bullshit. So, like, I think either A, she's just wants the attention, which I think's a bit of it, or B, there's more to this story, which I think is also part of it.
$50,000 on GoFundMe.
That's so stupid, bro.
Yes, yes, she did, Kat. If you want to go,
Hold on, wait a minute. No way.
Yeah. I'm gonna do the.
I hate my life. Oh my god. I hate my fucking life.
Somebody put up a video. Is lady hit with brick just running a GoFundMe scam? Oh yeah, here it is. I got it.
Yeah,
Oh, it's up
right
to
here.
41,000. Yeah, there it is. Oh my god.
bro.
Oh my god. An anonymous $2,000 donation.
Fucking simp. My good friend Rhonda was viciously attacked with a brick by a man. She refused to give her number. She was surrounded by onlookers who stood by and did nothing to help her, not even calling an ambulance. The video is now viral over Twitter, IG, and TikTok. Single mother and student. I wonder why she's single. She's a beautiful person who is always there for others, okay? Because of this vicious act, she will have to manage hospital bills, therapy, and time away from work, school, childcare while she heals mentally and physically. Fortunately, no one stepped up and help her that night. It would mean so much if you step up and help her as she feels. Ron asked me to share the video that's gone viral.
I mean, would anybody step up for a man that provoked the situation and egged it on and dared somebody?
This is great.
Like, if a man did this to himself, because she essentially did this to herself. Okay? Like, what?
Okay.
Yeah, let's get into it. Let's get on. We're going to get into it because that's part of the reason why I wanted to call this meeting today, okay?
Oh my god. Look at some of this stuff, bro.
You want to talk about how, you know, men don't provide, or the thing is, like, why, again, and Kat, I'm going to go solo on this one for a second. I'm going to go solo on this one.
This gives me cancer.
Okay, look. You know, because I want to make it very clear from the black man's perspective. Why guys don't step up, even when a woman is not necessarily at fault. Because, you know, sometimes you do see that a woman is attacked, and it is not immediately apparent that that woman is at fault, okay? Men in general, but black men in particular, are constantly being denigrated for simply existing. You're dusty, you're not tall enough, you've got no swag, you're toxic, you're corny, you're a square, you're this, and this, okay? All of these things about how horrible black men are and how we're not even worth giving a smile or even a word of encouragement or just simply being polite when you encounter us in the street, right? You're talking about how passport bros are these type of unwanted guys and nobody wants them. You're talking all of this shit about the men. But then when you're in trouble, you expect automatically that these guys are going to quickly run to go hop into a grave on your behalf. Where is... Somebody please tell me, where is the incentive for us to be constantly disrespected day in and day out, disregarded, and then I'm supposed to, like, where is the impetus? Like, what about the way a black man is being treated in society that would make him go run out there and say, you know what, today's my last day on the planet. And I'm going to go out there and put my life on the line for this woman, whether she's at fault or not. After she continually denigrates me day after day after day. Constant disrespect. Why should I, as a black man, give a fuck about you when there is no incentive for me to do so? When I die, how is, oh my God, that guy died for me? What does that do for me? I'm dead. And to take it a step further, right? Good black men usually have women in their lives and children in their lives. So that man is supposed to go out there, lose his life. Now his children have no father. His wife has no man. All because you thought that you were just entitled to use him as a crash test dummy. Any black men in the vicinity, go out there and risk your life on my whim because I'm a woman and you're evil. No, we're not doing that today. We're not doing that today.
I mean, you know, I'll be honest with you. It's 41,000. See, listen, if you subscribe to that GoFundMe, if you gave money, right? We here at TSP would love your $41,000 in our Patreon. It's linked down below. Make sure to make sure to send. If you're gonna pay for someone's bills, make sure it's ours. So, this is goofy. Like, to
the thing
me,
is, you know what bothers me about this, Cap? If you scroll down, right, or even if you just look at the side, right, it says 138 people just donated. You want to hear something crazy about that, Cap? All of the information has been out for several days. All of it.
Yeah.
About how she instigated the situation. About how she randomly assaults people in the street.
2,000, 1,000, like what?
After all of the information has been put out there, people are still giving her money. So
Yeah,
you could go out there, you can be belligerent, you can go out there and egg people on, you can provoke them, you can create bad situations, and then you can just expect that people are gonna bail you out from your bad decisions. And we wonder why we get all of these, you know, single mothers with 7 kids talking about, you better make $250,000 a year to get with me.
I mean, listen.
Look at what society is actually showing them. Look at what society is showing them.
Women live on easy mode, bro.
It's insane, Cap. It's insane. It's insane.
Bro, listen. After when I had my hip surgery for a year, shit, dog, I wish I started GoFundMe, right? God damn, I probably would have got $5.
Nah, you would have got 25 cents.
Yeah,
and it would have come from me.
cents.
And it would have come from me.
God damn, bro.
Damn, I got a $9.99 super chat for you, Cap. On your hockey channel. That's all I got for you.
So stupid. But
but that's what it is, though, ain't it?
yeah, I mean, this shit's kind of goofy. I think, like, should she have been hit with a brick? No, I'm not saying that, but
Should she get $40,000 for causing it?
fuck no, bro. God damn.
And this is why, and the thing is, you don't think that, and again, you know, you can give it from the regular man's perspective, but I'm going to give it from the black man's perspective, right? A black man looking at this, seeing that she intentionally tries to create problems, she got the problems that she subscribed to, and then as a result, and as a reward, is given over $40,000.
I mean,
If I'm a black man looking at the way she carries on, do you think I'm going to be more or less likely to want to hop into a casket on her behalf?
you know what's crazy? I think Xenon actually has a really good point here. I'm going to bring that. Yeah. She's going to escalate things by seeking out every race experience out there, claim how awful white people are. Just please give us money for all the awful things. Yeah, I could see that. I could see her being a grifter now, even more though so than she is. Going to, like, you know, let's just say clan meetings in the middle of I can't believe this. They hate me. I don't know. She's the type of person that's going to take advantage of this situation.
She's done it before, Cap.
Yeah,
This is not the first time she's done this.
It's just weird, dude. I don't know. I think
She used race as the first pretext, and now she's using sex as the second pretext.
but soon enough she'll start on OnlyFans, and you know. Am I wrong?
I mean,
Am I wrong?
she does have some pretty impressive flotation devices. So
That's what I'm saying. Like, am I wrong?
there will be simps giving her money.
That's what I'm saying. Am I
yeah.
wrong? Like, come on.
Yeah.
Like that's. You know, and obviously some of the OnlyFans stuff can be overblown, but with a woman that had a viral moment like this, like you can just imagine a lot of people being simple, like, oh my god, she's a businesswoman who's selling.
That's exact. Yo. I mean, I guess we kind of have to give her flowers in that particular way, Cap. Right? Like, I mean, she's getting the bag. She's going out there and doing anything she can to get the bag.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean,
but the thing is, I gotta call them out on this one thing though. No, you will not come out here further denigrating the public image of black men to sell with a false narrative. If you want to say that, you know, a random guy said, yo, let me get your number, shorty, and you said no, it's like, all right, shorty, bet. Right? If that happened, if it actually happened that way, then it's like, damn, man, we taking an L. City boys taking an L. We taking an L, right?
I hate you for saying that, but yeah.
But since that's not actually what happened,
yeah.
no, I can't let that stand, man. I can't let that stand. And now you're out here, you know, and you think that she's gonna use the money on her kids and all that stuff. No, she's gonna go buy herself a Chanel bag and another wig and a weave and some sandals. Shout out to O'Shea Duke Jackson.
She's building her wealth brick by brick.
By brick. Oh,
yeah.
shit.
So, like, every time she goes out, like, why is there these random bricks? Like, she just comes, throws them on the ground, open for another incident. But no, it's just, yeah, I mean.
Yo, shout out to, hold on a second. I got to give some love to
TSP?
Where is he? Jeremy Lewis. Jeremy Lewis resubscribed to the dog water level at $10 a month on Patreon. So shout out to our guy Jeremy Lewis, aka the Mid-Missouri Smart Mark.
Well, not much smart in this story, if I'm being honest with you. So I think, I mean, there's not much else we could say, man. This is just a race baiting, problematic woman that just wanted to go out there, cause trouble. She got the energy she received the energy she put out in the world, right? She's smacking white people, and then one guy's like, well, hey, potato fucking smacked her with a brick. Like, it's, you know, it is what it is. I don't think it should ever get to that physical level. I don't think anyone should be attacking another individual. But if you are gonna be that person, right, you're gonna be that person, don't be surprised when things get a little bit out of control.
Well, what I have to say going forward, because again, we always try to give, the game to a lot of young men out there, and even older men. I want men to really pay attention to every single piece of evidence that, and I'm talking about even the things that happened before the brickening.
Pretty.
I need you guys to understand that no matter what you do, there is no winning. There is no winning, and I know I'm talking to black men here, but I know that there have been some white knights who have met their demise trying to defend women that will not remember them 2 weeks later. Because one of the things that I said about the whole thing that happened in the bodega is that dude took that knife in the chest, right? Do you think that she's still mourning him today, or do you think that she's riding somebody else's pogo stick right now?
Oh, definitely ride another pogo stick.
Right? She forgot that motherfucker existed.
Right? Probably even like complain, like, I can't believe he died to a 60-year-old. Like, oh my god, how embarrassing!
Wow. Yo, and from hell, he was like, yo, there was lag. There was lag.
Latency was shit.
He was hacking. He was hacking. Yeah, he caught the tactical knife in the chest, But guys, I need you to understand that in this society today, there is no winning. If you go out there and you defend her and you don't die, and we find out that she created all of that, you look like a simp. If you go out there and you find out that she did not cause the situation and you defend her and you die, you're in a box or in an oven. Now your ash is in an urn, and you can't benefit from being in that state. Or if you find out that she caused all of this and you died for her, everybody's gonna be like, wow, that's a dead simp. So now people are pissing on your ashes, right?
Yeah.
If you don't help, then people talk about you the same way they're gonna talk about you anyway.
True.
There's no winning here. And so you need to continue to do whatever you need to do to protect you and yours. Because I think that woman is also on record as saying that she actually said that, she says something about shouting out to lesbians during Pride Month because, women protect everybody. Those are her words, that women protect everybody with their bodies and their breast milk. I don't know how that works. But,
that's crazy.
But she also says that
shouldn't that have protected her from the brick?
But she also goes on to say that men only protect what is their own, so they're not real protectors and not real providers because they only protect and provide for what they possess. And guys, I want to let you know that she's absolutely correct, and you should continue to keep doing exactly that. Hey, Cap, do you have that clip of the woman that was saying if she got it right, that a man doesn't believe that the woman is worth protecting unless he's got some connection to her? Do you still have that clip? Because I know you pulled that clip up earlier.
Did I? I don't have it on
before we got live, right? Because when I saw this clip, Cap, I'm listening to her and I'm like, yeah, she's absolutely correct. Oh, so you're saying, and you mean, yeah, that's exactly what we mean. Are you able to catch that before we sign off?
No, I can't find it, honestly. She's had multiple things that have been like destroyed and deleted, so it's kind of hard to find it.
No, it was a different woman that you actually pulled up the clip earlier. You pulled up this clip earlier, man. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna find it because and again, shout out to MTR because MTR.
No, that's I think that's what you probably heard in the background. I was doing MTR stuff to try to find the clips, so it was just a bunch of random clips I was going through while we were doing it. But
yeah, I'm gonna search for this real quick.
But overall, like, listen, don't be putting yourself in situations that.
Okay, all right, I got it. Hold on. Hold on. So, hold on. I got you right now. So, shout out. I'm going to leave a link to MTR's channel description since we're using his content here. But I really want you guys. I really want you guys to really fucking pay attention here, because she's going to use a shaming tactic here. But I want you guys to read it a little bit differently than how she's given it. Okay, so guys, please pay attention. MTR, take it away.
Female sentiment.
So let me clarify this. Are y'all telling us that if you are not related to us, if you are not dating us, if you're not having some sort of physical relationship to us, if you don't find us attractive, if you don't find us polite enough, kind enough, quiet enough, that our lives are not worth protecting? Is that what you're telling us?
Yo.
Nailed it.
Yo, I'm done.
Yo, let me give it a cast sound. Okay? That's exactly what we're saying.
Oh shit.
Because I you nailed it. Like you could not, like, yo, your words are 100% accurate. I'm gonna skip ahead a little bit here, okay? Oh man, Cap, I love this.
Continue to grow. Now that that's out the way.
So let me clarify this. Are y'all telling us that if you are not related to us,
Yes.
if you are not dating us,
Yes.
if you're not having some sort of physical relationship to us,
Yes.
if you don't find us attractive,
I don't know about the attraction thing, but the other three for sure.
if you don't find us polite enough,
True. Big true.
kind enough,
That too.
quiet enough,
Sure.
that our lives are not worth protecting? Is
No.
that what you're telling us?
Yeah.
Is that the precedent you're setting?
Yes. Yes. That's the precedent that we're setting. I'm not being held responsible to protect what I am not accountable for. I am also not to be held responsible for protecting those with a behavior that is not worthy of being protected of. Why? Well, it puts me at risk. It puts me in danger, and the trade-off for men are potentially fatal.
So,
Well, I mean, all things considered, man, we built this show up, brick and mortar. Things been going well, but going well. It was a good show. Definitely made me want to drink a gallon of bleach, but
you gotta clean out the insides, man.
but yeah, man,
You need to be out here like Cali Muscle on a 30-day watermelon fast, trying to detox.
Yeah, dude. God, but
Oh my God, man! I mean,
it was a
it's
good
just, yo, Cap, man. Again, guys, let me tell you guys something, right? Like, y'all know how great Mrs. Evil is, right, Captain? Like, you see how the ladies at my, you've been to my house, how they treat you, right? Right? I don't think that there has ever been a time where I've made more money than Mrs. Evil. But here's the thing about Mrs. Evil, and a lot of women outside of my community, we'll say, okay? They seem to have this understanding, Cap, that yes, it is important for a man to make money and to provide, right? But they also know that there is more that a man offers than simply how much money he has, or how tall he is, or how long his schlong is. Okay?
true.
One of the things that the ladies at my house understand is that regardless of how much money that I make, just me walking next to them in the street offers them a layer of protection that you just don't get with me not there. And they can actually tell you from multiple experiences, Cap, when either of them go out there by themselves or to even together, the harassment that sometimes they get. But when I am walking with them, nothing, there's no problems. No problems. And they also understand if I lost all the money that I make and I just made zero, I still have value beyond that money because if there is an emergency situation, who is going to be expected to give up his life? See, now these women want to say that in order to even be looked upon as existing as men, you have to be 6 feet tall, 6-pack abs, 6-inch length of the schlong, and a whole bunch of other, 6+ figure salary, the whole bit, right?
Right.
But they're not going to recognize you beyond that, except when they get into trouble. All of a sudden, you're a man now, and they recognize you as existing when it comes time for survival. And this is why... Look at Xenon. This is why women of other races, and I'm going to go full screen on this one more time so you guys can't be accusing Cap of being racist, even though he is. Okay.
Shut the fuck up.
This is a reason why, women of other races that are with men that make less money than black men still respect their men, because they know that the man is still the anchor of their environment. And they know when they go out with that man that there is a level of protection that you have that you simply don't have when the man is not there. And, you hear from some of these lesbians about, what they do or whatever. But like I said, my women are married to each other. When they go out, they present as lesbians. Still get harassed, even when they're walking next to each other. It's different when a man is around. So these women want you to have all of these things in order to be recognized as existing. But then on the other side, the people that they don't recognize or respect, they think that they are entitled to you throwing your life away and dying on their behalf. And what do you get in return? What do you get for any of it? Think about that the next time you see some chick in trouble, whether it's her fault or not, because you can't do a goddamn thing from beyond the grave.
Well, Jimmy Dean pops in, like most sausages, pretty late into the fucking thing, but appreciate you popping through. Yeah, man, you put it beautifully. And, since I'm the racist, I'll just walk away. Since we're going with this, I'll use my racism.
Oh, before that chick that got
man
bricked just
finish
walks
the
up and
show.
slaps you for no reason, right?
So, let my racism dictate that I'm leaving.
Yeah, man. Just to kind of like leave it off. That crazy stuff she was talking that we showed earlier. You can't just keep, getting up on social media talking about white people and whiteness and then think that they're supposed to also come to your rescue when you get in trouble. So. Oh man, yeah. So again, I want to thank everybody for kind of hanging out with us at this emergency meeting that we call. I wanted to make sure that we had as much information as possible before we spoke on it. But guys, and I'm talking to guys of all races here, keep doing what you're doing. Don't be out here harming women, but don't go out of your way, and don't be putting your life in the wood chipper for anybody who is not accountable to you. It ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. She'll go on about her life and her business, and people will forget that you existed. The first person that's going to forget that you existed is the person that you gave your life for. Don't do it. It ain't worth it. All right. Cap is he's got his wrinkled up shirt in the chair. So we're gonna wave goodbye to his wrinkled up shirt in the chair. Bye, wrinkled shirt. And we're gonna see you. Oh, we're gonna see you on Saturday for UFC 293, and that is Strickland versus Adesanya. So definitely join us for that. We're gonna have a lot of fun with that live stream. So definitely come hang out with us tomorrow. Okay. And I want you guys to follow the instructions that our guy Dan Jensen normally gives us, and that is, and I mean this in the most literal terms. Be safe out there in the real world, because these chicks don't give a shit about your health and safety. We out of here.
And neither does my co-host.